Good morning, y'all. Open up this window. Okay, so it's a morning ride. It's a morning ride. And we're going to concentrate on Virgo. Y'all have to forgive me. I had a very hard week. And when I say hard, I mean hard. I just hope y'all's week was better than mine. I need a Pepsi in the morning. If you ask my sister, my Libran sister, I love my sister. If you ask my sister, my Libran sister, yes, I know it's about Virgo, but goddamn it, can I talk about my sister for a minute? Give me a minute. I used to go to high school. Well, let me not say that. Waking up for high school, okay, especially junior, senior year, private school, you know, Catholic private school, parochial school. I used to eat a Snickers and Pepsi for breakfast. I'm not proud of it, okay? But this morning I needed a Pepsi, and I'll do the whole coffee thing. My grandmother, my mother, and my sister, those three, two Aquarians and the Libra, they are faithful to their coffee routine. Me, I'll get it probably just from seeing them do it, you know, as a child, and want to be a part of the crew when I get older. So I kind of followed suit with that. But okay, Virgo, here we go. Virgo. If you watched my previous videos, my Saggy video and my Aries video, the backstory before the tarot, which I do hope to have done by the end of the weekend. But you will know that I do have a Virgo sun. He is actually the tribe leader. He's the oldest. He will be 21 in September, making him 20 now, right? And he is every bit of everything I just said and more. But I think he loves his position as oldest with my children. In fact, I know he does. You know, 6'5", gorgeous. You know, mocha caramel. Light eyes. They only turn about two colors now. Green when he's kind of mad, like a deep emerald with specks of brown in him. When he's mad, or maybe you can catch him in the morning when he's very tired. But usually they are light brown, hazel, if you would. When he was a baby, and we, you know, first baby, getting all these pictures done, you know, that he had, they were very crystal blue, and there was a blanket, a blue blanket that I believe I lost somehow, some way. I want to say I was getting on a bus. This is before I started driving. I started driving kind of young, maybe 19, 20, like as far as having my own car, but getting on the bus, I think I lost this blue blanket, and it was, I forget who made it for me, but it was knitted, and it was like triple stitched and all, and it was light baby blue. And every time I would wrap him in this blanket, his eyes just reflected that blue. And I mean, this week again was a very hard week for me. Maybe y'all can tell because I'm not as, you know, bubbly or comedic, if you will. But it was hard. Turned out well. You know, I'm proud of the outcome and a little progress. But getting back to my Virgo, and what I've known about Virgos, what I've seen, noticed, especially about my Virgo, very determined, very laid back. And I always say to his younger siblings, my younger children, I said, look, let me tell you something. If you get him upset, you're wrong, and I know you're wrong. Because you're just very cool, laid back, very diplomatic. Always, even as a young man, teenager meaning, not a little boy, older teenager, would always say, Mommy, stop, or Ma. Because when he was 13, I said, I don't want you to call me Mommy anymore. Call me Ma. I just have a pet peeve about men calling their mothers Mommy. I'm gonna move past because I don't want to offend nobody. Okay. But always says, Mommy, stop. Ma, why are you emotional? I'm like, God damn it, because my first instinct, we're going to kick her ass. It's not good. I've grown. I've progressed. Okay? I'm trying every day. But you know how people will and do get on your nerves. Again, I smoke. But never has there been an argument and or a fight that me or my family have had or been involved in. Not that we've been in so many, but wink, wink. But where I don't know what I want to refer to him as. I really, really don't. Virgo's kind of a hard one. But my Virgo is just like, stop. Let's do this and not this. Okay, fine. He will sit there with me now as an adult. Or I call him a young man because I'm like, you're still a baby to me. But he's 20, he'll be 21. So I've kind of laid back, you know, that was very hard. The Trinity, my, as I like to call them, my mother, my grandmother, and my sister, and my father's a whole nother thing. We'll get into him in Libra. Okay. But in the Libra video, they are like, let him be himself. Let him figure it out. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna get her. And then he has 3 sisters under him. So they're like, we're gonna get her. And I'm like, go get her, go get her. No, y'all, no. I will not even explain who her is, okay? But he is just, again, very diplomatic, very headstrong, wants to figure it out. Excuse me. Pardon me. If there is a solution, let me roll up this window now. If there's a solution that needs to be mapped out or blueprinted out, he's like, okay, let's do it. I'm like, okay, I have the pencils. We're going to get it together. You know, I have the paper. I'm the assistant. And he's the brains. And then we run it by the Librans. You know, my sister, his aunt, and my father. And anyway, it's just a process. But getting back to the situation this week, there was, I don't want to get into it too much, just spiritually. But he came with me to be supportive. And this young man had the nerve. And that's what I said to him when he got in the car, sitting right there. I said, who the hell do you think you are? Okay. Because he came downstairs and he was Dapper Dan, y'all. I don't know if that's a reference y'all can, don't let me show my age, y'all could identify with, but he was very clean cut. It had the tie on and the slacks, and oh my Lord, it was, I think I saw him as a young man through my eyes. I think it hit me. But getting back to the Virgo part of it, as a very young boy, little boy even, toddler age, I always knew he was very smart. Virgos are very smart, clear-headed, you know, I want to say the Virgos I know have been very education driven. Not to say not any other signs are, but this is a Virgo video. Very education, driven, and will succeed. The Virgos I know knowledge, extensive knowledge on specific subjects that may not interest you or I. Case in point, still to this day, this young man watches Nat Geo. What young man? Come on. Yes, he is a nerd. He's in college and he's working. Wants to play basketball, but he knows that he needs that plan B. Very level, much like a Libra. Very level-headed. Not quick to, some Virgos I have met like that too, but very few and far in between. But watches Nat Geo. I can ask him, what is the dominant blood type in turtles? A specific species of turtles too, and he'll know it. And he'll friggin' know it. Okay? The boy, I'm gonna call him a boy, he's my boy. The boy is genial, I tell you. And I've met Virgos, and I know Virgos much alike. So I just truly admire their determination, their mindset, very focused. I have to remind myself at my age now, nope, do not jump to this, but let's go here for a minute. And I wish I would have learned earlier, say 5 to 7 years prior to now, that the outcome is always better when you use this rather than this. Actually, probably 99%. 99% success rate. I'm just saying, y'all. But I love Virgos. I just love how they're so calm. I admire that to a point where sometimes I look at him and say, why you gotta be so calm, boy? Pop off. But no, and he's very, again, diplomatic. He'll think it out. I think they're great problem solvers. Absolutely great problem solvers. I love Virgos. I love the time of year they're born too. Late August, early September. That's a good time for me. Anyway, I don't know why, but it is. I love that time of year. The weather's still good up here in Boston. But that is my ode to the Virgo. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much for viewing this video. Coming next is, of course, the tarot. I think I'm going to do, I'm pretty sure of it, I'm going to lay out all of the stories behind the your sign and how they relate to me. And then I'm going to move on with the tarot. So it's going to be like double videos this weekend, but I know I should have them up and will have them up. That was a very Virgo thing to say. I will have them up. And how I planned that out, good planners too. I will have them up by Sunday. All of them, meaning the preface, the story, and the actual tarot reading for the month of April, as we are in spring. But thank you guys for watching again. Have a better week. I hope y'all had a better week. Anyway, this weekend will be better. Thank you guys.